Hey gang, what's going on? It's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com. I just walked a little bit down the beach and I picked up some towels. This is basically one of the single room beach cabanas, and for the most part they just simply use it for storage. So there's a ton of towels here, so I'm going to bring us some new clean towels and a beach towel. Actually, I'll probably bring us maybe I'll bring us two. There is in fact a down comforter, but I think that's a little excessive, even though it was a little bit chilly last night. My parents, my mom, she just shared with me that like down comforters and towels and everything. The towels, it's awesome too. I mean, I don't know how they're this lucky, but all the towels are like completely dry in the sense that it's very humid here, right? But there's no moldy smell, and they smell really great. So that's been awesome. So I'm gonna walk back this way. So anyway, so I came by one of the things, and if you saw the video, I'm not quite sure again at what rate you're gonna go up, but right here was where the guys showed us all of the turtle eggs that had been laid, and they said that the way that he described it with holding his hands apart, describing the size, was that basically the turtle that laid those eggs was approximately just under 1 meter wide, and I'm sure that this wind noise is going to be a little bit distracting, but I can tell you that that's like real life, right? So anyway, so I grabbed some towels and heading back to the house. Gracie and I are going to have some breakfast this morning. So here's an interesting discussion around roles, right? And so I completely support and agree with the fact that the whole men can do anything that women can do, women can do anything that men can do, I suppose is the more popular phrase. But I mean, again, I can also walk from San Diego to Long Beach. I prefer to drive my Acura. I will take an Uber if I have to. I will take a cab. I will take a Cloud9 shuttle, but I prefer to drive my Acura. So my point to that, of course, being a little bit flippant, is that yes, men can do anything women can do anything men can do. And I'm not talking about the biological nonsense. I mean, as far as like work and compensation and logic-based sort of things, although you could argue that women and men think, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, or whatever. But the point is that I'm talking about roles. And so what occurs between Gracie and I is that she is still very much the sort of gatherer, if you will, and I'm sort of more of the hunter. And trust me, I am not a barbarian. I am not a hunter. I am not anything Neanderthal like that. I am a purchaser. But the point is that, she's a lot more domesticated than I am, in the sense that she is very happy and believes that she adds value to this relationship, at least from my viewpoint, by doing things that, a lot of people would say, those are typically the female role. And by that I mean laundry and cleaning the house and that sort of thing, whereby I go out and I, get things. And I mean, again, we're on vacation, so this doesn't really, I'm not trying to make some gigantically philosophical discussion here, but it was just something that I thought about, because we literally got here, and within minutes of getting to the island, and we were, like I mentioned, we were soaking wet because we came in on this boat, and there was some pretty heavy chop, and then there was some times where there were some pretty big rollers of like about 3 or 4 feet, and she took all of our laundry and she immediately went in and started doing the laundry. And then I started doing things around the house that arguably you could label as more male. And I'm not saying this is like bad or good, and I'm not saying I'm trying to take advantage of this or whatever, but it just sort of occurs to me that there are roles in every relationship. So as an example, at my workplace, I have a boss who I report to on the org chart, and he and I collaborate on things frequently, and he is a mature enough and self-confident enough boss whereby he never feels threatened, nor do I try to invoke any threat in our relationship, because I believe that, again, at the end of the day, I do report to him. He is my employer, in a direct sense. In the overarching sense, of course, I work for the University of San Diego, and from as far as I'm concerned, pretty much we work for the students. They are our customers, even though ITS is, for the entire university. So arguably, certainly from a systems perspective, our customers are the students, the faculty, the staff, the administrators, and we're in charge of the entire infrastructure. And so our customers are also other people in ITS, not the least of which are the developers and those people that produce more user-facing products based on us getting our stuff together and making sure that the infrastructure is available 100% of the time. So again, it's just sort of these varying degrees of relationship. And additionally, I don't have the skill set, quite frankly, to cook meals regularly of decent quality, whereas Gracie does. And so she does that. I absolutely can do my own laundry, but again, rather than walk to Los Angeles or even La Jolla for that matter, I'm not even gonna walk to Torrey Pines from Anyway, the point is that we seek solutions based on what I think our more appropriate role is in a relationship. And I'll tell you something, identifying those and being able to get comfortable with them and making sure, at least for me, that I'm not taking advantage of anybody. Although you could argue that the only way you get to take advantage of someone is if they let you, unless of course you've got them chained down, that's a whole other topic. That's weird. But Gracie's absolutely free to do whatever she wants. And if she said, I don't feel like doing the laundry today, the laundry needs to get done, will you do it? Yes, of course I will. But anyway, it's just sort of neat, the roles that we have. And so as an example, I am the role of the customer right now. And so Benji and his team are the island caretakers, but they're also the customer support team. And so, part of his role yesterday was walking us up the hill and then walking us back down. And to be able to do that, he has to take decent care of himself, And so that's another thing, too, that I always sort of say to myself, look, if I wake up in the morning, am I taking decent enough care of myself whereby, I can share something positive with someone, or am I being a Hoover? My buddy Randy uses that phrase, meaning I'm a, vacuum cleaner, the Hoover. Am I sucking energy out of the relationship? Am I sucking energy out of this person? Or am I actually adding energy at a minimum? So anyway, so that was just something that popped into my head about roles this morning as I'm walking around here through our new island. And again, anyway, if you're watching this, then again, it means we're not here. Because I've been able to answer a few emails, but it's few and far between, and again, I'm on vacation, and over there somewhere is probably the cell tower that I'm connected to. I don't even know, and I don't really care. It's kind of nice not having internet connectivity. So anyway, it's Mike's from livemyassoff.com and Cagdanao Island saying, I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, you're doing it wrong.